Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday edition of Storm Team 5 Plus. I'm meteorologist Ryan Kudish, joined by Nathan Himsel. How was your weekend?
It was pretty good. It's fairly nice weather. I mean, it
Had
was a
some
little
rain
bit
chances.
windy. Yeah, we had some rain, but it could have been a lot worse. So it was a pretty nice weekend. You do anything nice?
No, I didn't do too much, but I obviously, like I've told you earlier, did some meal
Hmm.
prepping this weekend
Right.
for my lunches. So yeah, just kind of just took the weekend to chill out. I mean, I know Halloween's coming up next week, so just
Yep.
trying to take those chill weekends while I can get them, because I know Halloween will be a little hectic with
Yeah.
staying up a little late. So
Yeah. Did basically just football on Sunday,
yep,
and he closed the gap, guys.
I did it. I
Closed the
did
gap.
it.
Yep.
Yep. All
The
right,
Giants failed me.
let's show it. All right, we'll talk about our sunsets. We'll do a little
In a
regional
minute.
weather
Yeah.
update national, but
He closed the
I
gap.
did it. I
I
went.
really thought I was gonna stretch it with that Giants game, but they
Yeah,
somehow went from 0
that was
points, yeah,
crazy.
0 points at the end of the third, and then the Giants, gave up 33 points, I
Yeah,
believe, in the fourth quarter. Yeah, he closed the gap on me.
I did it. This as are you? How big of a hockey fan are you?
I'm a decent hockey fan.
Do you
Yeah.
remember the name Doc Emmerich? He used
Yes.
to be the NBC commentator for the
Yep.
hockey games. He would always say, "And this one is tied."
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, we tied it up,
this one's. I had a
and
look at that. Look at that record, 13-2.
yeah.
I was two away from being perfect. If I
That's a
took,
lot better than our past couple of weeks.
yes,
We had a couple of weeks there
we
where
had some.
were
We were on
really
some heaters.
yeah.
But if I would have taken my Bengals over the Steelers and followed your tail
Yep.
in the shoe, I would be up big time right now. I
Yeah,
think
you'd
I'd be
be
up by
over
2.
too. Yeah.
So if I would have followed you with the shoe and stuck with my Bengals against A
Mhm.
Raj,
And
man,
I was so relaxed. I'm like, oh sweet, I still hold my lead when the Giants are up.
yeah,
And I go back, check the end score because I wasn't watching the Giants game. I was doing some other stuff. I was like, well, there goes that. But
yep.
the
There goes-
Pack won, so
That's all
we're
that
happy to see
matters.
that.
The Pack won, the Patriots won.
Yep,
It was a good day.
it was.
I'm happy with it. But let's talk about some, I guess this was good news for me. This was not good news for Nathan. This is bad news for all of us. Yesterday's sunset was at 5:58, I think, or no, I
It
think
would have been
today's
59 yesterday.
yeah,
I think
59.
it's
So
like
today's
by a
at
minute, yeah.
5:58 and 1 week 5:46, but then in 2 weeks it drops to 4:36 because of daylight savings time on the 2nd, and then on the 3rd, November 11th, it drops to 4:28.
This
Ugh,
is one of those
this
things.
is
I
the
really still don't understand daylight savings.
I don't get
Like,
it.
why are we doing this?
Yeah,
Like, save your hour. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be some really good explanation. Maybe I'm just really dumb and I don't know
you
what
are,
it is.
but
But yeah, yeah, I know. But it's been discussed forever to,
yeah,
just drop this,
yeah.
but they haven't done it. So,
The thing is, though, is it's that thing where you're like, oh, great, we gain an extra hour, but then we're like, oh, I lose
yeah,
an hour. The worst part for me is now that I work on Sunday mornings.
yeah,
Sunday, like the one that's coming up on that's the November 2nd, I'm gonna enjoy that. I get an extra hour of
yeah,
sleep before I come in on Sunday morning. But then the one in March, I'm
yeah.
gonna be dreading it because I get one less hour of sleep and I still wake up at 2:30 in the morning.
So this makes me even angrier.
Uh-oh. Do you
Okay.
have some fun facts?
I just looked up why do we have daylight savings times? I'm
Uh-oh.
wondering just what Google says we have it for. The AI overview that's at the top. Daylight savings time was implemented to conserve energy by shifting daylight hours to the evening, extending the workday, and encouraging more use of natural light. The practice began in the United States with the Standard Time Act of 1918 during World War I to save fuel and power. Why is this still in place? Like, okay, it was 1918. We were in the middle of a world war. I kind of understand conserving that energy. You know what I mean?
I kind of understand
get
it
that.
now. Yeah.
But look at us now. I mean, I don't really think we need it because we're going home and we're running TVs and everything all night anyways.
Yeah, we are.
We're still using
We're
the
still
energy.
using a
like,
lot of energy.
yeah, I might even be using more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
Like,
we have more hours. Well, it would
right.
Yeah.
because it throws a lot of people's sleep schedules off. I feel like when
Yeah.
it gets dark that early. So yeah.
Well, guess what, buddy? Just deal with it.
I'm gonna take this up to Congress. You're gonna see me marching there at the
I
Capitol.
really hope I see
Change
that.
the clocks. Yeah.
Change the clocks,
Yep.
folks. All right. Here's our regional weather update. Right now in Appleton, yuck. Just absolutely yuck. 46 cloudy with rain showers. You can see College Avenue has some wet pavement out there. This is nothing too heavy, just light to moderate rain. But temperatures, I mean, this is just brutal. 41 in Antigo, mid to upper 40s, a few 50s in Menominee and Kewaunee. We'll see rain showers at times this afternoon, but our best rain chance actually moves in later this evening into the overnight hours. And you'll see that on radar coming up in just a second. Radar. Wow. Radar. There we go.
Raider. Yeah.
Radar. Forecast highs today are pretty much where they're at now, maybe a degree or two warmer, upper 40s to around 50. So you can see the radar network is picking up on a good amount of scattered showers out there. Let's do a little radar tour for you. This is Nathan's time to learn some of these city names. So
Yep.
right now we're looking at northeastern portions of Shawano County and mostly Oconto County. So just moved through Oconto Falls and Gillette and Green Valley as well. Looks like right now most of the rain is over that corridor of 141 between Lena into Abrams and heading towards you in Pensauke and Oconto. Looking pretty quiet up there in Marinette. We do have some more rain showers. Actually, let me do a better job at zooming this view out here. Belle Plaine just seeing some rain right now. Shawano right on 29 seeing some rain showers as well. Bonduel, Angelica, you're about to see a little bit of rain, but looks like it's exiting you in Pulaski, heading towards Anston and Chase as well. Looks like we just got a little bit of rain here in Green Bay, but we do have a pretty steady downpour or light to moderate rain shower, I should say, on the southeastern portions of Brown County. So just to the east of Rockland, heading towards you in Denmark, Humboldt as well. Actually, let me readjust this view here so we can see. Yeah, Denmark, Langs Corners, Bellevue, Eaton, heading towards you in Cooperstown, Maribel. You're seeing some rain showers out there, or heading towards your way. We have some rain showers up in Door County, really to the east of Sturgeon Bay right now, up towards Bailey's Harbor, Jacksonport, up towards Egg Harbor. And we have a pretty decent shower in and around Greenville. But let me look at a different product really quickly because we're getting to the time of year where I mentioned this to Nathan earlier. What we have is called bright banding, or where the radar is viewing the storm or the cell. It might be some melted snowflakes or ice crystals that send a slightly higher return back to the radar than what's actually being advertised. Essentially, what happens is the radar you see is spinning around in a circle. But what it does, it sends a beam out at a horizontal angle to the ground. So at this angle, it might be, not looking at the surface, but more a few thousand feet above. And it most likely is picking up on ice crystals or snowflakes that are melting into raindrops. Let me take a look at a product called correlation coefficient. And that might give me a better idea as to whether this is a pretty decent downpour or if it is whether it is just some bright banding. So I can sell, most likely a little bit of bright banding. You can see that correlation coefficient is that product where it tells you what types of particles we're seeing compared to the ones around it and how consistent they are. So if it's a lot of these purples, that means it's the same type of particle. And if it's some of those yellows, those greens, that means, well, it's picking up on some objects that are not the same variety. So this gives me a sign that there is a little bit of bright banding in that cell that we see just to the north of Appleton. So, just a little bit of light to moderate rain in around Greenville, Appleton, Neenah, down into Vinland, most likely into Neenah, Menasha as well. Dale seeing some light to moderate rain. Same thing with you in New London, Black Creek, in around Seymour as well. But that's pretty decent, huh? How was that?
Yeah, you're this is the area's most accurate forecast and most detailed today. So
Thanks,
you're
man.
getting a little bit of lesson in there too as to how these radars work, and they got a correlation coefficient lesson.
I spit that one out there.
They
for
learn
you.
some things.
Yeah. So what's happening? Why are we seeing these showers? Well, these are what we call instability showers, where we have this area low pressure move through yesterday and turn our winds around to the northwest. But remember how we had that sunshine early this morning? That's what generated this instability. Now this area low pressure is actually transporting cool air in the mid levels. So once we have that heating combined with some cool air aloft, that's what's generating these instability showers out there this afternoon. Just giving us all the recipes we need for the instability showers. We'll continue to see these through the afternoon into the evening as well. So I hope you brought your rain jacket today. Actually, Futurecast doing a really good job picking up on this activity. Might get a little break this evening, but I think our best rain chance actually moves in overnight. Let me go back to the radar from a wide view again, and let me grab my pointer feature here. See this band of rain? Where the heck is my pointer feature? Here it is. See this band of rain that's right over Lake Superior that is pushing to the north? This actually wraps back in tonight. So that's our most likely our best rain chance here in the short term. So let me go through Futurecast again. So here's 6 o'clock. We should get a little break, but here's that band of rain moving in during the late evening, going into the overnight hours. Tomorrow is looking mainly dry, but we'll have a northwest wind. So this is some of your favorite stuff. Lake effect rain
Yes.
showers tomorrow, mainly north and east of Green Bay, but I wouldn't be shocked if we get a few showers to find their way down into the Fox Valley. Look at Wednesday night into very early Thursday morning. It will cool off, especially up in northern Wisconsin. So we could have some of our first flakes up there in the Rhinelander area, up towards, say, Eagle River, Phelps, really just north of Rhinelander overnight Wednesday into Thursday. We're not expecting any snow here in northeast Wisconsin, but some of our friends up there in Rhinelander area might see a little bit of some of those wet snowflakes. Rainfall potential highest today and into the nighttime tonight. Have to mention a chance for a few spotty showers tomorrow. We dry out on Thursday, Friday. Might have to add a rain chance on Saturday. We'll see as a warm front lifts. But for now, I'm keeping it dry. But our next best rain chance moves in Monday night, but more so going into Tuesday. And we need the rain. This is our drought monitor actually as of Thursday. You can see that we had abnormally dry conditions developed to the east of Lake Winnebago, so Calumet, Manitowoc, Sheboygan, far northeastern portions of Fond du Lac County. We did get a decent amount of rain over the last week or so, I'm curious to see what Thursday's drought monitor reveals for us. But Nathan, you put this together earlier about our
Yeah.
driest Octobers on record.
Yeah, because it was pretty dry. I mean, we had
Yeah.
a stretch where we weren't seeing any
No.
rain. It was a pretty nice start to the month. We've had a little bit of rain. We're now at 1.49 inches
Yep.
so far, and this is out of the airport in Green Bay. So, yeah, I mean, right around 1952, that was the driest. And this is October. So, from the first right to the last day of October.
Wow, they only got a trace of rain in
That's all it
1952.
picked up was a trace, yeah. So that is a very dry month. I mean,
Wow.
even anything on here, only half an inch of rain throughout the entire month at 1908. That's a really dry month,
Yeah.
and you could use some rain. But if we take a look at our, I guess wettest Octobers that we have on a record, I mean, we have 5.4 inches back in the 1880s.
I think that
There,
was the one that we were talking about where we had like 10 inches of snow.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's, it leads right into, I think that was the year. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that is right. And then, yeah, we held around 4.73. That was 1916. So we're not the driest by any means.
No, we're like smack
but we're
dab.
also,
Wait, hold on. We're smack dab in the middle.
oh God.
Smack dab.
Do the
Step.
trombone for that one. Wah, wah.
Where's the trombone? Where's the trombone? Here it is.
Yeah. Wow.
Dang, I
But-
tried. I tried.
You really did.
I pushed the buttons on that one. Rainfall potential through Wednesday, not too much, maybe a tenth or so. I would say most will stay under a quarter inch with this one. So forecast highs tomorrow, it is jacket weather. How about
Yeah.
42 for a high in Antigo? Brr, that's cold. Mid to upper 40s for most of us though. And we'll continue to see that breezy northwest wind. I think that's the worst part is the wind.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I mean, it's fine if it's chilly, but once you have like that cold wind hitting your
Yeah.
face, that's where it just becomes unbearable and it's not enjoyable anymore.
I would 100% agree. Thursday will warm up a few degrees, mid 30s for you in Antigo and in Iron Mountain, but most of us top out around 50. That means most of our day spent in the 40s. Temperature trend going over the next 10, though. We do see a bit of a warm up, especially Saturday into the weekend as that warm front lifts. So 56 for Saturday, 59 on Sunday. I think I might a little went a little low on my temperatures. We could certainly be around 60 on Sunday and maybe even Monday as well. But let's talk about those overnight lows real quick, and then we'll get going with a quick break here. But uh, Friday morning, we could have lows in the 20s and 30s, and that would mean freeze conditions for the areas that are still in their growing season. So I have a map coming up right after this one, but temperatures Friday morning, upper 20s and low 30s, really away from Lake Michigan. I think the spot that will continue to see their growing season will be up there in Door County, where temperatures only bottom out in the mid range of the 30s. Maybe a frost advisory is on the way up there, but I just got some information from the Weather Service this morning that, if you recall, the last time we showed you this map, it was Langlade, Northern Oconto, Northern Marinette, that were considered the growing season over. But now with that freeze we had Sunday night into Monday morning, the entire county of Marinette and the entire county of Oconto are over for their growing season. Menominee now, Shawano, Wapaka, Washera, your growing season's over. And I think this map will fill in on Friday morning, and we'll see how long it takes for Door County to lose their growing season as well.
Well, we saw Friday night was 31 in Green Bay is what it's going for. So that could be the first one of our winter weather predictions.
And guess who would get it?
That would
This
be
guy.
you.
Because
Yeah,
you went early November. I went October 26th.
Yep.
So I might be 2 days off, and that'd be impressive.
That would be pretty close.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It needs to stay warm, guys.
He's,
I'm usually the advocate for it getting colder, and now I'm like, no, it needs to stay a little bit warmer.
I can guarantee you he's hoping that
Yeah.
we only bottom out at 33.
Yeah, well, it has to be. It's below freezing, so
Yeah.
it has to be 31 or colder. Yeah, it has to be below 32.
And he's hoping it's 32 or 33.
Oh, if it holds to 32 to bring it to my date, that would be so great. If we have multiple nights at 32.
Yeah, exactly. So not too bad weather, especially for Friday into the weekend. Might have to add a stray shower chance on Saturday, we'll say. But we will send a break. We are 17 minutes in. That was the long one. So we will come back, and we have some other stuff to talk about. So stay tuned. All right, we are back, and we are going to go through a very quick national weather update because we want to get to our off the radar segment. So we do have a new tropical storm to talk about. This is Tropical Storm Melissa. Status as of 1 o'clock this afternoon, 305 miles south of the Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Yep, that is Haiti. At winds right now 50 miles per hour. Pretty slow mover west at 14 miles per hour. And the latest forecast track is actually a very slow mover. So if it does impact some of those islands, that would mean Jamaica, Haiti, Puerto Rico. This would be mainly a rain impact because it would be moving over a slow speed and taking a lot of that moisture right inland. Right. So looks like it will strengthen to a Category 1 hurricane by the time we reach late Thursday. So that would be I think the main impact will be with this one, a rain effect for those islands out there, as it's a slow mover. And in the tropical region, you can dump a ton of moisture very quickly. So yeah, we'll see how that one plays out over the next few days. All right, here's our off the radar segment. And in the past, right, we have done blind ranks where we didn't know what's coming next. But this one, we wanted to, have a little bit of fun, and we wanted to do actual rankings. What was our favorite this? But our topic today, we decided to do our top favorite sports movies. Yeah. It's a topic that I watch a lot of sports movies and a lot of documentaries, and also some aviation stuff as well, obviously like Top Gun. But let's go right into it. So this was Nathan's list. I love that.
Yeah, so
all right.
So that's our bat dog that we use for the Rockers forecast.
Yeah.
But I have some really good ones in here. I mean, some of these are, well, actually a bunch of these are they're sports movies, but they're kind of like funny ones. So Talladega Nights is such a great movie. I've watched that one so many times.
Ricky Bobby.
Yep. If you ain't first, you're last. And he pulled first on this one. So
yeah,
that's
exactly.
great. Miracle, I think you had on your list, and Miracle is such a good one. The
Especially
Iron Claw.
Oh,
What's
sorry.
that?
Going back to the Miracle,
Yeah.
I think for you it probably hits more because you're from New York,
Right.
and it was just up the road in Lake Placid.
Yep.
Yeah.
So a few years ago, they did the Junior Olympics in Lake Placid, and
Yep.
I was able to do some of the construction work. My father was in
Nice.
charge of a
That's
bunch of
cool.
the construction happening there for the
Yep.
Junior Olympics. The Iron Claw was a newer movie, super sad movie, but so good.
What is it about?
It's the Von Erich family,
Mhm.
and everyone said that they were cursed, and they honestly probably were because they all kept dying and stuff. And
Yeah.
it's a very sad movie, but a really good story behind it. Then Rocky,
Yep.
enough said. I mean, great series there. Airbud. This dog is the most talented dog on the face of the earth because this is before CGI and stuff.
Yeah.
And if you ever watch it, like this golden retriever was breaking ankles on the court, running around. This is the most talented dog on the face of the planet, and I'll stand by that statement.
I
Airbud
don't
is
mind that.
amazing. No matter what sport it is, he's great at all of them. And then number 6, Mighty Ducks.
Great.
Flying V is interesting.
So we had to
Unbeatable.
specify something where
Yeah.
it was. I just put them all in the same spec, like all three of them.
Right.
I did like the first one
Okay.
a lot better than the last two, but I thought the last two were still pretty solid movies.
Right,
Knuckle
yeah.
Puck.
Yeah, well, yeah. What we're just kind of going is like a series, like Rocky, like
Yeah.
Rocky 2, maybe better, whatever. The Water Boy, which did you say you've never seen The Water Boy?
Yeah.
Was that the one? You got to go home and watch that.
I am. But you
That
forgot
is-
one. Happy Gilmore, number 7, and then.
Oh
The
yeah,
Water
Happy
Boy.
Gilmore 7. Sandlot number 9. I watched that one so much when I was in
Yep.
school. Squints is still the biggest player out there, especially at a public pool. Ford versus Ferrari, number
Yeah.
10. And then honorable mention, I've put Karate Kid in there just because it's such an iconic movie.
The new one, right? Or the old one.
Oh, I'm going the original.
Okay.
Like, yeah, the original one. And
Okay.
then Secretariat, because I love the horse track. I grew up in a big,
Yeah.
horse
New York.
racing
Yeah.
area. So Secretariat is definitely up there for me.
What's the Water Boy about? Is that the Mark Wahlberg one or
Nope. So that's Adam Sandler.
Adam
He
Sandler,
plays
okay.
Bobby Boucher, and
Right. Yes. Yes.
he is just an absolute animal. No one can stop him, and he just plows through everybody in his way.
Okay.
And that's like his whole thing. Really good one. Really good.
Okay.
One.
All right. Here's my list, and we have some interesting movies on this list. So my number 1 is without a doubt Miracle. I mean, I love that story. I'm a big hockey fan.
Yeah.
So beating the Soviets with a bunch of college players that were kind of saying, yeah, no, these guys are not going to do anything.
Right.
That was just a great story, and I think they did a really good job. And what is a little sad for me is Herb Brooks, the coach of the team.
Yep.
He obviously lived it. He coached it. He never got to see the movie. He died a few months before the movie was released.
Yeah. Have you
So-
been up to Lake Placid before or no?
Actually, I never have, but my younger
Okay.
brother Jason,
Yep.
he played at the arena
Right.
where they had the Lake Placid stuff
Yep.
going on.
They have open skating and everything.
But he
there
played
too,
a
yeah.
tournament up that way and was like, did some like a shootout as well. He's a
Okay.
goalie, so that was pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
Number 2, this is a good one. I love this movie. I can't stop watching it. Moneyball, the story of the Oakland A's and how it was. What's
That's
his
one
name? What's his name?
I know I've watched it, but it's been so long since I saw that movie.
What's his name? Oh my goodness. Who is it? He's the one who plays Inglorious Bastards.
Oh, can't think off the top of my head. It's been so long since I saw it. Yeah, but also while he's looking this up, he had Cars as a strong contender on his list.
Brad
at
Pitt.
first.
Brad Pitt.
Pitt. Yeah.
Yes. So Brad Pitt, Moneyball. There are rich teams. There are
Yep.
poor teams. Then there's 50 Feet of Crap, and then there's us.
Yeah.
Great movie. What does he do? Gets on base. I love that movie. Mighty Ducks, number 3, and we'll get back to Cars in a second. But
Yeah.
number 4 for me, Ford versus Ferrari. I mean, that was such a cool movie. The winning Le Mans and everything. I love that movie. Number 5. This one's I loved it. The new
The
longest year.
2004 one. Yeah, I had it in there, but like it was so long once I added the
Yeah.
2004 right into the next one. But
The Longest Yard.
is a great
I mean,
movie.
what a cast they got. You know, Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, Burt Reynolds, Nelly, Michael Irvin, Terry Crews,
Yep.
the Great Khali, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kevin Nash, Goldberg.
Yeah. It
Uh,
just goes on
the
and on.
list goes on and on. Funny movie,
Yeah.
and a really cool concept of the guards facing off against
Yep.
prisoners. Number 6, I mean, Happy Gilmore, the original, not the new one.
Yes.
Number 7, I always like this movie. Remember the Titans. Ain't no valley low enough. It's such a good song, and I just love that story of two sides integrating to win a to play football and
Yeah.
break the color barrier. I love that movie. Creed series with Michael B. Jordan, love that. I think one of the last ones with Jonathan Majors, that was a really good
Yep.
movie. Number 9, Goon. You said you'd never seen it, right?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, so the premise of this one is it's a made up story, but they essentially they sign this dude who just fights. Just all he does is
Okay.
fight in hockey. That's all he does. That's all he's good for. It was hilarious.
Okay, I don't think I've seen it, but I do know what movie you're talking about. I think I know the premise now. Yeah.
You're a big boy. Use your big boy words.
Yeah. Okay.
Pow.
Now I know what this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then number 10, I just saw this movie, F1. I'm now addicted to F1. Even though it was kind of a corny storyline, I still enjoyed that movie. With again Brad Pitt.
Yep.
They're playing on Apex GP, and they take this really, really underperforming racing team and bring it up. And then honorable mentions, 42 with oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name now. Who played Black Panther?
Chadwick.
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman. And then
yep.
another funny one, Major League. Oh, that's a good one as well. All right, we are like 2 minutes left in today's show. Let's take a break and then we will wrap it up with a little minute of discourse. All right, we'll be right back.